boys and girls? Unfortunately, Canaan was still far away and the sun was hot. Allah in His mercy shielded the people with the clouds so that they would not get the direct heat of the sun. As they crossed the desert, it was impossible to find food to feed all of the people. And Allah knew that He would create food. He created something called manna, and it fell from the skies as if it was rain. For meat, He made quails fly to them, which they could easily catch and eat. Surely the people were all blessed for believing in Allah. But for many days without water, they were very thirsty. Allah told Prophet Musa to strike a large rock with his walking stick. And when he did, water gushed out from it in 12 different places. These are the 12 tribes in the nation of Israel, all of which that have their own fountain of cool, clean water. With all of these blessings, it's hard to imagine that these people would doubt and disobey Allah. Yet, they started to complain to Prophet Musa that they wanted to go back to Egypt. How could they say that? They had seen Allah part the oceans and Allah threw food down from the heavens. And still, they asked for more. They wanted gods, more gods. They had passed a village and they had seen many gold statues. And they thought that these gods would give them more miracles, as if the miracles of Allah were not enough. How could they forget Allah's true power? Allah commanded Musa to climb to the top of the mountain so He could give Musa the tablets. The tablets were stone slabs, big pieces of stone that had the special laws to govern the people. Musa told his brother Harun that he would be left in charge of the people while he was on the mountain. When he got to the top, Musa said, "O my Lord, show thyself, that I may look upon thee." The earth began to shake, and there was a shining light. Within a few seconds, the mountain crumbled to dust, and Musa fell backwards. Ouch! When Musa regained consciousness, he prayed to Allah, and then Allah gave him the tablets to take down to the people. After 40 days, Musa came down from the mountain with the rules in his hand. That was a long journey. Whew! I get tired after hiking just an hour. What about you, boys and girls? I'm sure you all enjoy running around the savannah, but can you imagine going in circles for 40 days? Whew! I'm tired just thinking about it. When he came down, he was horrified by what he saw. The Israelites had melted down their jewelry to make a golden calf. They molded the calf, and it was hollow inside. When the wind blew, the hollow calf made strange noises. They had even begun to worship the calf. Had they not learned anything? Musa was very angry. He grabbed his brother Harun by the hair. "Did I not tell you to watch the people in my absence?" Harun said he had tried to stop the people, but they threatened to kill him. Musa let go of his brother and asked Allah for forgiveness for himself and Harun. They had tried their best to help the people. They had fought so hard to help the people, but yet they were selfish and oblivious. The man said that this calf was their God and the God of Musa, but Musa had forgotten. When Musa questioned the guy, he said in reply, "I took a pinch of sand from your footsteps, O Musa, and tossed it into the molten gods, and it was shaped into this calf." But Prophet Musa did not believe it. Prophet Musa knew this was a lie, and he became very angry. "Get out of my sight. And from now on, whenever someone comes to you, you must say, 'Don't touch me.'" That was the punishment of his life. And Allah had greater punishment for all of these men that lied upon Musa and worshipped another god after seeing all of the mercies Allah gave them. Allah will surely punish them in the hellfire. Let's make sure Allah doesn't send you and I to the hellfire, boys and girls. Remember, we must do good and listen to Allah. No worshiping idols, no going astray. Many of the people did not believe in Allah. Musa took 70 men with him to the mountain to prove that Allah did still exist. He tried his hardest to convince them and keep them in the comfort and the safety of Allah. When they approached the Holy Land, it started to shake once again. And then they all fell in. Can you believe it, boys and girls? Even though Musa tried to tell the believers about Allah, they still would not. And Allah punished them. In the end, many of the Israelites disobeyed Allah's commandments, even though He had given them so many signs. Allah said to them, "You are apes, despised and rejected." Allah broke up the Israelites into many different tiny groups. They never reached Canaan, and they were not saved. After the generation of Prophet Musa came another generation. These people thought only of this world and nothing else. They felt that they were the chosen people, and if they were to do anything wrong, they would be forgiven. Allah tested the Israelites in time of good and bad while they lived in Egypt and as they traveled. Allah tested them in times of prosperity as they crossed the Red Sea. Allah wanted the Israelites to stay on the straight path. Allah wanted to save them. But they just did not. They weren't willing to make the sacrifices. They weren't willing to be patient, boys and girls. You see, today, there are similar circumstances. We have to work hard to make sure that we are amongst those who are on the straight path, boys and girls. Stay away from those who are going astray and doing bad things, like drinking alcohol and worshiping other gods. Don't you want Allah to guide you to goodness? I know I do. Our parents and imams and teachers are like gatekeepers on this path, boys and girls. Once we listen to them, we will keep heading in the right direction. So Allah will reward us with Jannah, not punish us with the hellfire. We must make sure we pray all of our salat. We don't waste food. We respect our elders, and we treat everyone with kindness. Allah has given us the Quran as a book of guidelines, boys and girls. There's no room for excuses. Do good and stay away from sin. I want to meet each and every one of you in Jannah, inshallah. But until then, I'll be seeing you right here on IBN. Now that about wraps it up for this exciting story, boys and girls. Again, it's one of my favorites. How about you? Now let's recap with a few questions from today's conclusion of the story of Prophet Musa. Number 1, what happened when Prophet Musa and the Israelites reached the Red Sea? Did they drown? What about when the Pharaoh entered the water? Number 3, what were the 2 tricks that Prophet Musa did to show everyone in the power of Allah? And number 4, how did the magicians react when they saw Prophet Musa's snake? Do you know the answers? Make sure to discuss it with Mommy and Daddy tonight, okay, boys and girls? Well, that's it for today. Once again, thank you for tuning in for Story Time with me, Sophia. See you next time, inshallah, for more stories of our prophets. Assalamu alaikum.
Experience. Sheikh Lisha Limited now adds to their quality line of products, Parch, Samai.